Hey, welcome back, Rankers. How you going? I want to show you a couple of things this week. First of all, we're going to talk a little bit about President Donald Trump because there's good data around it. I'll show you. So, this is a tweet I did at Real Donald Trump last week. And you can see there's a spike, and you can see there the tweets for that 28-day period, 430,000 impressions. Might never get that much. It's not important. But what was interesting, the reason I did that is because I wanted to go and see what would happen. And this is not a definitive test. I'll probably troll some more people around the interwebs just to see if I can get better data than what I've got here at the moment. But so that's the date of my tweet to Donald Trump. 433,000 impressions, I don't know, a bunch of retweets, a bunch of likes. And we've got Google coming in and calling more pages. Not a definitive test. That could just because it's... see, that's not even our normal busy day. Our normal busy day is a Wednesday. And while it's Wednesday here, that's not Wednesday in the US, which is what that data is. So, a bit difficult to know, but interesting. But that led me on to looking at, well, what else can we use Google data for? Or Google Trends data, because we just had, we know Amazon is coming to Australia this year. We know that they're bringing Amazon all the box and everything. So, the 2-hour delivery, all that sort of stuff is coming to Australia. And we also had the announcement over the weekend that Amazon accounts for 43% of online sales in the US. One company, 43% of online sales in the US. Okay, so keep that number in mind. So then we started having a discussion here in the office, well, who are Australia's biggest retailers? And then we thought, well, Big W here is actually really big online. Not a lot of people know that, but they are. They do see a lot of searches, you see a lot of ads. And you can see there, certainly for searches, they outnumber both Amazon and probably our other most high-profile retailer, Kogan. Now, even the US, Amazon accounts for 43% of online sales. What's that going to do to those other two brands? Wait and see. Here's something else that Google Trends can show you. It can show you things like what network's the most popular, what network should you play in, when are those networks popular. So you can see here we've got Facebook as the yellow line, right? It's the big gorilla out of all of them. The green one is Instagram, so essentially Facebook's still. Then our red line here is Twitter, and we'll get back to Twitter in a second. And then our blue line is Snapchat, and the purple one is LinkedIn. So if I get rid of LinkedIn, I know it's important, but every time I go on LinkedIn, all I get is recruiters trying to contact me, or staff updating their CVs, or other salespeople trying to contact me, or remote staff teams trying to sell me remote staff. So I find LinkedIn very boring, and I find the feature of sponsored in-mail really annoying. So it's like we're volunteering ourselves for spam. Anyway, so I'm not a fan. I know there's a lot of good things with LinkedIn, and I know a lot of people use it. Specifically, salespeople and recruiters. All right, but if you have a look at this line here, this blue line here, Snapchat. So we can see here Snapchat is very similar with its peaks and troughs to Instagram. And you would have to say, well, these guys, they, on the weekends, that's when they're busiest on the weekend. Snapchat, Instagram, always on the weekend, no doubt about it. Then we have a look at Twitter, because as we know, Twitter has been going through a demise, and this graph shows it pretty easily. Now, this is over the last 5 years, and here we have the US federal election, and here we have the inauguration. Now you can see here Twitter's been pretty much on a downward trend that whole 5 years. Is this a change? Because as we know, the president makes a lot of tweets, and I think he might just be making Twitter great again, because there it is. It's spiking. It's going up. It'll be interesting to watch that piece of data for me anyway. One of the other ones that I did recently too was we've just had a local politician here say that he's going alone, he's splitting from his major party, and he's going to go and start his own party. Another right-wing politician, and so I've compared him up against probably Australia's most well-known right-wing politician. Sorry, I said extreme, Bruce. Look, I've got no dog in this race, horse in this race. I've got no animal of any sort in this race. I don't like politics. I think they're all crooks, just so you know. So I've got I've got 4 politicians here. We've got our President, Malcolm Turnbull, as well. And you can see here he rates a 7. He is more popular than Cory Bernardi on that particular day. Once again, Donald Trump. Richard Di Natale, leader of the Greens. Incidentally, he's just not getting any brand awareness at all. He needs to do something about his personal brand. But you can see the Cory bloke is, there he is down there. So he's probably, if you leave out Malcolm Turnbull and his alternate name, you'll probably find this Cory bloke is maybe the 3rd most popular conservative politician. Who knows? But my point here is that this can show you a lot of information that you can use in your business, in your advertising, in your keyword selection for your SEO. And this is another interesting one which I like, and that is question type searches. And you can look at this over the course of 5 years, once again, like I have done here. And you can see here what, how, when, can, what. All over that 5 years, someone's just fallen off the desk. Someone's just had an injury, I think, in the office, but no, he seems all right. There's no plug. And you can see here it keeps going up and up and up. And these are the question searches. And why is that? Voice search. So voice is going to be big. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, this is just Google, right? This is just Google data. So we know that Siri on iOS is using Bing for voice searches and those sorts of things. So presumably that would be going up on Bing. So these are primarily probably Google Now searches on Android, those sorts of things. But significant, and you can see it's trending upwards. So if you want to have a look at where you should be focusing or what's happening in the news, what you could possibly newsjack, Google Trends is a fantastic tool for that. And just remember, if you're a retailer, Amazon, 43% of searches of sales online in the US last year to combat that. Hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.